So last night, a bombshell was dropped on us for Godzilla vs. Kong. They have brought this movie forward to March the 26th of this year, which is absolutely insane if you think about it, because this movie was getting delayed. Then there was problems with Legendary because they weren't happy with Warner Bros. So let's get into all this news, and this predominantly means there's got to be a trailer soon. So what is good, YouTube? Warstu here. If you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to never miss the videos. At the 100,000 subscribe mark, I will be giving away something that is so damn cool. So make sure to check us out on Twitter, WarstuG, and Instagram at Warstu. I do respond back to most people, and if you want to see the beautiful face behind the voice, go to Instagram at Warstu. Right, let's get into this. So there's been lots of controversy and conspiracy theories and everything you can think of behind this movie. This movie should have came out over a year ago now. So obviously it's HBO Max, which is only available in United States of America, which is bad because we're not in United States of America and the rest of the world isn't in the United States of America. So there was a debacle going because basically Warner Bros. Basically came out and said every 2021 release is going to HBO Max without even consulting the actors, the directors, and the people that make these movies. You know, the likes of Godzilla vs. Kong, Mortal Kombat, Suicide Squad, and multiple other movies, including the Batman 2021, had it not been delayed. So obviously Warner Bros. Is predominantly AT&T telling them what to do because AT&T are the boss. But the month they're picking here is the Zack Snyder Justice League month, which is really weird. And also, it's weird that people seem to think that Zack Snyder's Justice League movie is coming out on the 20th of March, which no dates have been confirmed or verified by anyone. Zack's going to come out very soon and say it. So the only reason I believe this, but still, Warner Brothers themselves haven't confirmed this, okay? I know I'm always cynical, but this is Deadline. This is a trade. It's a Hollywood trade. But still, there's no confirmation. I've not seen anyone from Warner Bros. Warner Bros. Have not publicly said it themselves. So according to Deadline, Warner Bros. In the wake of making good with Legendary Pictures on the simultaneously release of Godzilla vs. Kong in theaters and HBO Max will be releasing on March 26th instead of May. So this is like March, April, May. This is a 2-month jump. It's not a short jump. It's a massive jump. And why jump to the month where Zack Snyder's Justice League's coming out? So it was reported the following week that Warner Bros. Financer, obviously Legendary Pictures, who make the movie, who finance 75% of it, investors weren't happy with throwing it on HBO Max, which owns the majority of the movie. HBO Max Warner had blocked a $200 million bid for this movie to go straight to Netflix. Now, we will never know what's happened behind the scenes, how much money they've chucked at Legendary Pictures, but it's probably going to be in the ballpark of $200 million. Now, it's unclear if a settlement between Dennis from Dune goes theatrical on HBO Max down day of release. That movie is currently held for October the 1st, but this article goes on to say the following. Godzilla vs. Kong will look to see tough dough from the Asian markets that are open, particularly China. Last movie, Godzilla vs. Kong, King of the Monsters didn't do very well. Hot stateside, $110 million, but it fared better abroad with $270 million. So overall, the last movie didn't do that great. We know it's in the ballpark of $400 to $500 million, but there's been a lot of reshoots and a lot of controversy. And where's the damn trailer? You'll get this damn trailer when you fix the door. When you fix this door, you will get the trailer. So yo guys, what is good? YouTube, Warstu here. So yeah, the movie's coming out in under 2 months now. There is no marketing. We've had a 2-second trailer at CCXP 2019, which was literally Godzilla versus Kong fighting on an aircraft. And then we get CCXP 2020, and we get a bit more of a teaser, but it's still 2 seconds long. You'll get this damn trailer when you close the door, when you fix the door. Do you get what I mean, guys? It's actually interesting how people are talking about, you know, Spider-Man 3 trailer and they've not finished shooting, yet you've got Godzilla vs. Kong that finished shooting a long time ago, had additional photography, which is also called reshoot. It's 2 months away from coming out, and there's no trailer. But what is interesting is we got yesterday the Mortal Kombat first look, which is cool, which means there will be a trailer. And we've had a Entertainment Weekly interview about this movie, which means close that damn door. It means Warstu could be right with my sources. So that came out recently, last few days ago, where we spoke about the storyline. And guess what? 2 weeks after would be the end of January, which is predominantly when I said on this channel that the Godzilla vs. Kong trailer will be coming between the 15th and the 30th of January. So we're looking towards the end of January. And now it makes even more sense. It would be interesting if, as of the time of recording this, I've not actually looked, but it's not popped up and I've not been told anything, and no one sent. Most of the time people send me stuff, so I don't even need to look. Legendary Pictures has not issued a statement So we're going to take this Deadline article as factual. Because it's Deadline, it's a trade. This isn't crb.com, we got it covered.com. It's not a blog website. This is a factual trade website. And how trade websites work are very differently to, you know, Mr. Cosmic Book News and websites like that, and, you know, these random blog websites or personal blogs. Is a trade has to act like a professional organization. If they put something out there, their credibility could be in the gutter. Also, they could lose their connections they have directly to studios, and studios use trades like Variety, Deadline, Heroic Hollywood, and all this kind of stuff. Trades are used by studios, so if they annoy the studio by putting out fake news and false information, the studio will not tell them stuff, and the studio won't give them exclusivity to first looks and things like this. So the trades are very important to Hollywood as a whole when it comes to the box office, which is very interesting. That's why when stuff comes up on Variety or Deadline or something like that, that is why most YouTubers and most creators will just believe it, because it's from a Hollywood trade. And like we said, it's not from we got this covered from, it's not from heartside.com, it's you know, stuff like that. So that is why people like me will tend to believe it a trade, even though Warner Bros or Legendary Pictures themselves haven't come out and said anything new about this movie, if it is coming out. But it is slated now for March the 26th. But how does this affect the Justice League Snyder Cut? Now we're going to talk about that in a different video over the next couple of days. So I think in the last YouTube video, when it comes to Godzilla vs. Kong, we stated the reason why the trailer would be coming out at the end of this month is because of the Total Film article we went over, where Adam Wingard asked a bunch of questions and basically said a bunch of things about this movie. But something that annoyed a lot of people, where it says there will be a bigger focus on the characters than in the franchise so far. Characters, not the monsters, not Godzilla, not Kong, not Mecha Godzilla, you know. So this interview, I will put the thing up above, but generally when you get a first look, when they start to roll things out. But what is interesting is, as of the time of Total Film releasing this article, it was slated for the 21st of May, and now it's been pushed forward to March. So the marketing at Warner Bros has to go full out now, and you have to go forward. And also, careful spoilers, I don't want to ruin your life, is this article says early action figures suggest Mecha Godzilla will be tag teaming, or something like that. So yeah, guys, it's the biggest unkept secret that Mecha Godzilla is going to be in this movie, and it's going to be freaking fantastic. Now, there's a huge red herring that I've not mentioned in this video, is the world's in a bit of a disarray at the moment. Here in England, the cinemas aren't going to be open till at least the end of February-ish, middle of February, depending on vaccines. So how is this movie coming out on HBO Max and theaters the same day? What you got to understand, yes, I know for the Zack Snyder Justice League movie, they've said it's going to be on Google Play and lots of other online services, like they've done with Wonder Woman 1984 Video On Demand. But the only problem with that is it was literally I think it was 3 weeks later it came out in UK officially. Now, I don't want to watch Godzilla vs. Kong once it's been out 3 weeks, because obviously I'm a content creator. I've been hyping this movie up for over a year. I want to watch it the day it comes out. So for us people in Europe, in UK, Ireland, Dublin, all these cool places, if this UK and Europe is not back to normal, and if the world isn't back to normal before March, we are going to be missing out on watching Godzilla vs. Kong for the first time without knowing everything, because you cannot save grace on the internet for 3 weeks. You cannot avoid spoilers 3 weeks. Yes, I already know how the movie plays out, but I want to watch it and experience it firsthand. I watched Wonder Woman 1984 at the cinema in a very good theater. Now, regardless to what you think of the movie, the overall experience was far greater watching it in the cinema than it was watching it at home. Yes, I do have a very good TV and surround system and all that kind of good stuff, but the experience was shocking compared to being in a theater. So, do you think the cinemas are going to be open? Because it seems to me that Legendary is happy with whatever AT&T or Warner Bros paid them, but it could be bad, because I know some of the theaters in America are still open, but in UK, there's no theaters open because we're on a national lockdown. So this is a factor in that I don't think anyone's factor in. It's like, yeah, cool, bro, you can watch it on HBO Max. I'm like, yeah, just like Mandalorian when it first came out in America on Disney Plus. We don't have HBO Max. Now, if HBO Max was available in the country, I'd still have the same issue, because I want to watch it in the theaters and then re-watch it on Blu-ray later on down the road, or re-watch it on an online service. I don't want to watch it for the first time and it be on HBO Max. I want to watch it in theaters. So hopefully the theaters will be open. So like always, guys, let me know, what is your preference? Is it theaters? Is it HBO Max? Also, if you want to give me any video ideas to do with Godzilla vs. Kong or the Monsterverse, I want to do some different kind of videos, then let me know. If you want to know what I look like, just check me out on Instagram at Warstu, Twitter at WarstuG, and I will catch you in another video very soon, guys. Catch ya later.